Where? Moving to Pennsylvania.
I've been asked, although I've probably known Sky and Nancy apart from a few of us, but for the shortest period of time, but it's been a wonderful and intense time being your priest. And by intense, I mean, I've got to know you well in a short period of time. And that's what I try. You've been the least pastoral trouble of anyone in the congregation. You've been amusing and a source of after-dinner jokes, which I've repeated. Not your life story, but jokes you've actually told me, Sky. None of which are repeatable in this room. I am told that Sky has been on the vestry. He's been a treasurer. He was responsible for fiscal prudence after a time of, well, a time when we had to spend a lot. He helped us save a lot, others have said. He brought C.S. Lewis to the congregation, men's fellowship and book discussion, and a general all-around, as P.G. Woodhouse might put it, good egg.
When we were away.
A lot of G's here: A.G., F.G., B.G., Altar Guild, Flower Guild, Grass Guild, Property, Grounds, and General Good Egg S. That's what I knew. And so apparently these telegrams just in from the coast, from Susan Feary, well, not from that far away. She writes, I guess as far as thanking Nancy and Sky, I know Nancy's given a lot of time, not only to the All-Field and Flower Committee, but both she and Sky, especially Nancy, have spent hours working on the grounds, in the garden, pruning and weeding and raking leaves, etc. I suspect this is something that Nancy just went over to do on her own. It is a lot of work, and I don't know who would know how much is involved unless they are gardeners themselves. I know that to be true, and I think we're going to have to replace her work in that regard, because I saw her doing it the other day and asked her, with like 10 of us getting together 3 times a year. And that's real. Denise Butwell writes, Sky was treasurer, which made him part of the vestry executive committee and investment committee. He was instrumental in helping us rebuild the town fund. He spent a lot of time dealing with paperwork to keep our investments independent of the ECT. Many scenes of this. I don't think that's for public consumption. Will exist that. I know through Bevan that Sky ran a men's group, an intentional gathering of people with different views for civil conversation on the topics of the day. He was also a puppeteer for more than one epiphany and an usher for many years. And this from Bevan Stanley. Sky has an inquiring mind. Most significantly, he values dialogue with those who differ from him. He is conservative in many of his views and instincts. I didn't smell that. He chose Steve McGrath, who is clearly more of a liberal, to join him in founding a discussion group specifically designed to engage in conversations across differences. These discussions included significant reading to prepare for the sessions. He is thoughtful and curious about the world around him. He is quiet and never interrupts, yet when he speaks, he's always worth listening to. At the church, he was faithful in attendance, generous in giving, and offered his time and talent freely. He was treasurer, worked in the gardens. He was always cheerful and ready to lend a hand. He has a good sense of humor. He's a wonderful guy. And so is Nancy, a wonderful guy. Her unstinting labors, that was Edgar, in the gardens and with decorating the church were magnificent. She was a huge asset on the property committee, often taking on research tasks to get reliable information about options so that the committee could make decisions. And she is really funny. Nancy and Sky are wonderful people, and their departure for Pennsylvania was a great loss for some. They deserve a good festal send-off, and they're getting it. And this from Sarah Godomsky, who continues to be laid up with a new knee. New knee. Knee. Simply put, Nancy has been a member of the St. Michael's Altar Guild for 15 or more years. Always done it with a smile and a pleasant voice. And that's the last word on the subject. I simply want to say, I know, what do they say? They have an anchor sibling here in Litchfield, and we hope we'll see you Chicagoans vote early and often. And you're one more reason for me to go to Philadelphia. And it's, bless you, and God's.
I'll be giving this to you on the 16th at the meeting of all the people.
Not Meredith, I think.
And if you want me to mail it to you, because I'm sure you're not looking for stuff to pass.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna call Meredith and have her come over for coffee.
What did you ever find out what the problem was with the?
Meredith's coffee cake, which she
Right.
always,
No,
and she said she would.
I can't see what Nancy has.
it's, oh, it's, I don't know. I don't know if there's something for cooking. Looked like it might be a mold of something, or something, but I don't know. Couldn't tell what it was.
A bunt cake.
Particularly want to thank Rose and Byron Brooks and Meredith for making this party.
You sort of lost the.
St. Michael's and. But we'll come back. Yeah.
And so you won't forget us.
Oh, Aunt signed off.
Mm.
Something. I suggested the gold watch. They thought that would raise the bar on the other celebrations. Someone suggested a nice prayer book and asked if I had a nice prayer book on my shelf that we could inscribe. I said, I got plenty of nice prayer books to inscribe. So I found this coffee-stained 1976 printed proposed Book of Common Prayer from your pew that I thought would be meaningful. And it's simply inscribed to Nancy and Sky Post, May 2024, Eastertide. A prayer book from the pews of the church of which you have been a joyful, loving, and generous part for many years, with gratitude from many, including but not only me, and then a lot of people signed it, kind of like a yearbook. And if you haven't had it,
They gave
it was tough to do it without.
one, but they wrote a little. thing in
But
it,
haven't done it.
or something. And he's giving it to them. Isn't that lovely?
Mhm.
I don't know if you know one of the greatest things that I did for this church. That's not join the choir.
Who that is?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's Sky.
Let that cake,
Hmm.
let it make cake.
Take one picture, you guys. One picture. Then I gotta go to the cake wedding rehearsal.
Yep.
It's a busy day. Thank you, I'll get back up.